Welcome, everyone. This is a presentation on how Oki connects with the unconnected girls. My name is Hema from Team Oki, and I focus on community engagement and outreach.
And I'm Lucia from Team Oki, and I'm the tech lead.
Today, we want to talk to you about girls, the power of girls, and how we work with them to use technology to improve their lives. Oki is for all girls, and we want Oki to reach as many girls as possible. But we know that there is a significant global gender digital divide in women's and girls' access to and use of digital technology and the internet. And this gap is much higher for girls in rural areas. Girls are less likely to have phones compared to boys. They are less likely to be online than boys. They often also have lower levels of digital literacy than boys. So, what does this mean for Oki? When designing a digital product for girls, we need to think about their digital realities. Digital technology can offer so many opportunities for girls to access information, education, health in the way they want, delivered straight into their hands on the tools they use every day. But we need to make sure we get it right and think about what digital technology girls have access to and how. That's why it was so important for us to co-create Oki with girls so that it is relevant to their lives, both online and offline. To do that, we spoke to 400 girls and their close social circles in Indonesia and Mongolia. Girls spoke to us about their lives. They told us about their fears, hopes, as well as their periods and their digital realities. They told us what they wanted and needed. With Oki, girls were the decision makers in every stage. They decided the app's name, its look, its functionality, and its features. They made sure that Oki was relevant to both their online and offline lives.
As Gamer was saying previously, deliberately designing for women's and girls' digital realities so that they can also use the digital solutions we create is essential. If not, we risk leaving women and girls even further behind. For example, many girls like Shiko that live in rural areas of the countries have no access to the internet. That is why Oki works offline, so that the app can be accessed without internet connection. Girls without connectivity can access all the content in the encyclopedia, help centers, and all of the features, including the period tracker, without requiring internet. Anu, who lives in Mongolia, has a very old phone and hence not much memory space, but she can still download Oki as it is a very lightweight app. It is the reality that many girls, like Sita and Uma, share phones. That is why Oki has been designed in such a way that allows several users to log into the respective accounts from the same phone. Each account is kept independent and private. Oki has been designed so that girls like Kaya, Anika, Ava, and Nandi can navigate it easily. In addition, they can practice their digital skills by using it. Zoya is a girl from India who does not have an email and phone number. To guarantee girls like her can use the Oki app, Oki does not require any of these parameters in order to register and access the app. Many girls, including Nila and Sheila, have very old phones and operating systems. Oki has been designed to run on such phones. Women and girls tend to have, or at least believe they have, lower levels of digital literacy than boys. And as Himar was mentioning before, girls are less likely to have smartphones or internet connectivity. So the question still remains, how do we reach those without devices? Several initiatives have taken place across different Oki countries to make sure we bridge this gap and reach as many people as possible. For example, in PNG, Oki will exist as audio content on the radio and as an interactive voice response that works on very basic phones. Philippines and Tanzania are also exploring IVR solutions to deliver the Oki content. In Kyrgyzstan, they are currently developing a chatbot. Via this chatbot, users will be able to ask specific menstrual health and sexual and reproductive health questions and receive tailored answers that are based on the Oki content. As you can see, these different low-tech platforms can run on basic devices and require very little to no digital literacy.
Continuing on Lucia's point about girls without access to devices, we can also leverage their social and friends networks, their peer networks to make the content of Oki available to them. We know that girls get a lot of information from their friends, their peers. Many girls don't have access to phones, but they have access to peer networks. Young people are often best placed to build rapport and trusting relationships with their peers. Peer education can be particularly useful for reaching hard to reach youth as educators are from the same groups and understand the difficulties they face. Peer education has long been used in health promotion to address a range of issues, including particularly sensitive topics like sexual and reproductive health. So we're looking into tapping into the peer networks to get Oki information to girls without access to devices. We're piloting a peer-to-peer model for unconnected girls in Indonesia. Oki peer educators will share information from Oki's content with unconnected girls, and they will also offer help and support in using Oki for girls with lower digital literacy. With the learnings from the peer-to-peer pilot in Indonesia, we'll roll out this model in other low connectivity Oki markets. Even now, the Oki app is not the only avenue from which girls get access to the Oki content. We have several partners who have worked with us on making Oki content accessible to more girls.
Following on Heimar's point, even if girls cannot access Oki, they can still benefit from its content via our partners' platforms. As you can see on these slides, partners from around the world have integrated the Oki menstrual and health and sexual and reproductive health content into their digital products. The digital products that have Oki content include Period.org, Pixista PSI chatbots in Nigeria and Kenya, Girls Effect Pixis chatbot in Nigeria, Philippines, South Africa, and Tanzania. And finally, the UNICEF Regional Office Eastern and Southern Africa has also made Oki content available to girls accessing the Internet of Good Things. To help us continue reaching girls across the globe, partner with us and join us in our mission of helping girls have access to information on periods, puberty, sexual and reproductive health at their fingertips, in the way they want and need in the respective content. Thank you very much for listening.